Good morning in Snowdonia once again, and just left Ganthyd, and we're going to head up a new mountain today via some waterfalls. So this route you won't find in any, or I certainly couldn't find in any guidebooks. So yeah, it's a little bit of trial and error today. The river I'm going along is the Rhaeadr Mawddach. Hopefully that's right. And yeah, I'm going to get up to, it's about 2 or 3 miles through the woods, up to the Pystll Cain and the Rhaeadr Mawddach. So it's quite a cold morning, but yeah, it's all due to change. So yeah, as soon as that sun breaks through the clouds, it should be a beautiful, beautiful morning. So last time I was in this area, we were up on the Rhinogs, and it was a hell of an adventure through the trees that day. Really thick undergrowth, and yeah, really good fun adventure. But this one should be a little bit more straightforward. Okay, so I'm a few miles up the sort of river now, and it's cascading down below me. You can see through there. Absolutely beautiful. I've had that for company all the way, and I'll have that all the way up to the waterfall. So the rate that water's coming down there, the fall should be pretty impressive. So you can see from that there in the Coed y Brenin Forest Park. So we're going to go from where we are now. So I've come from Ganthyd, which is around here somewhere, and we're going to go all the way up this way into the waterfalls, which aren't actually on this, which is a bit strange. There's bike tracks everywhere, so we can watch out for those. I think the waterfalls are around this area. So the area I'm in then is about 4 or 5 miles north of Dolgellau, on the A470, and it is a weekday, so I expect it to be a little bit quieter than normal. But yeah, there's nobody around at the moment. A little bit of a break in the trees there, and down to the river. Absolutely stunning. And looks like some rapids here as well. Wow, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that is stunning. The other side too. I think this is going to be a decent day. Then mist up there as well. Jurassic Park. I think this is the last of the car parks along this route, so this would be the closest one to the falls. Yeah, nobody in it. I think we've got to head up onto, I think that's just a toilet down there. I think we've got to head up onto the road there. And still in Coed y Brenin. So yeah, I'll let you in a little bit more on what we're doing today. Now I've had a little bit of a practice at pronouncing it. I'm still going to get it wrong. It's Rhobell Fawr, which I think that's somewhere near. So yeah, this wouldn't be a direct route at all up to it. The routes will sort of start from the south or the eastern side, what I could find in guidebooks. So this is sort of skirting right around it, and then we're going to come out north of it and then pick a line straight up to the summit. And from there, there's not a lot of path towards the top of the peak itself. So I can hear the second of the waterfalls I'm going to visit through the trees there, and might just catch a glimpse of it. Oh, it looks absolutely incredible. We just caught there through the trees. So we're going to head up to this first one and then cross the river, I believe. I think we're just coming around to them now. That says no entry up there. And well, in this weather, your metal cool, I suppose. Wow, that's incredible. So I think we can take a bit of a closer look down there, perhaps, see what this sign says. Move it down there. There's a log there to fancy crossing the river. Okay, so this is as close as I'm willing to get with being on my own. So that's pretty ferocious. You can see on the cliff there's another one. Wow, that is something else. That is really, really special. There's another one to see which I think we can get closer to. But that is incredible. We'll take some photos. Yeah, you can see the water cascading down there. What a stunning place. And yeah, I'm certainly not willing to go any, try and get any closer. I've been on my own, there's no signal in this area. So yeah, we'll just grab some photos, take a little video and we'll head on to the next one. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend that path unless you're really experienced at scrambling or heights or something, because that is slippy and a lot of the edges are just giving away. So yeah, that's quite dangerous. So yeah, if you do come on this one and you're not experienced in the mountains, definitely view it from the bridge as the top safety tip for the day. Even though I don't do it myself. So waterfall number 2 is just around here, and then I think we can get a better view of that one. Although that was fucking stunning. So we'll see. So the second one's only a short distance away. There's these little trails leading off to the mine shafts, I presume. I think this is the next one. Obviously don't want you getting into this. But yeah, wow, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And there's the pool at the bottom. So yeah, I think we can go round and view it from the bottom. Yeah, a lot of this is on private land. I think that might be the reason why it's all fenced off. There's a lot more dangerous places than this that aren't fenced off. I think that's the issue. But yeah, you can get a pretty good view. And just through the trees there you can see the bridge. I'm going to cross over to carry on my journey. I think coming out of here, it's sort of from the bottom. But they've built a big building in the way, so maybe we're not going to see this. Without possibly climbing down there, that's a shame. So certainly from this side, the view's obstructed a little bit without doing some dangerous shit. So we'll go back to the top one and probably have some lunch up there. Okay, so a bit of a shame about being fenced off. I was hoping I might have been able to get in the pools, have a bit of a dip, but I've got some plans later which will rectify that. I will get my dip today. There's some smaller falls as well further up the river, so we'll see. The east side of the river now, and then it turns east and we follow it all the way up onto the plateau. Maybe it's up here. So we're here, we're going to head onto the eastern side of the river north and then up to this area where it will turn east and up into the hills. Yeah, nice area here. Okay, so if you were doing the round, that would be your way back down to the car park. I'll come up from there, and that's the way I'm headed now. It's a lovely, lovely day. It's a little bit muggy at the moment. As I say, that's supposed to burn off. These foxgloves. What a beautiful part of Snowdonia. We're leaving the Land Rover track behind now and onto the footpath, which looks pretty well marked, pretty easy to follow. A lot of trees been felled in this area. It's taken a look at a different aesthetic from earlier. A lot of them are just sort of resting on these ones, so I'm going to cross this area quickly, I think. Yeah, it's definitely taken on a different feel to it now. Okay, so that down there was a touch confusing. Got to a gate with the arrows pointing through it, and it's all tied up. But yeah, this looks like the route. So yeah, a bit of a strange one that. We'll soon find out. I'm very close to where the track comes in, so not really an issue. This looks like the way. Yeah, really strange that one. Maybe old signs, I don't know. Unless he's fenced it off. Soon find out. Better get through there, I think. I couldn't find the main footpath onto there, so took a bit of a detour around. Yeah, I don't want to go running through people's properties. So the Rhinnogs over that way, and that's Rhaeadr and Rhaeadr. So yeah, basically now this road is going to take me down and around the buildings. Okay, so I'm on a track now, which should lead me right round to where I want to go. And yeah, it seems like it's pretty well used, so hopefully we're good. So yeah, there's always sometimes when you just create your own route from maps, it doesn't always go to plan. Yeah, this is pleasant enough. Just hoping that it continues all the way to the road, because if this just stopped, it might be time giving up time for this particular route, which would be the oddest reason I've ever had to cancel a route. It's a nice little lake in the trees. Definitely wouldn't want to swim in that one though. And that's gorgeous. Back to the Rhinnogs. I think it's Rhaeadr Mawddach, Rhaeadr, the three there. Hang around here and take some photos, and then onto this footpath, which I think is there, but it's going the sort of right way. So I've decided on this way then, and we're going to see how we get on. Doesn't look like it's been used for quite a while, so we'll see how good it is. Okay, so there's definitely signs for a route going this way, but whether it's still here or the posts look fairly new, so maybe they've got ideas to put one in. It's definitely been used to some degree. There's footprints along here. It's on an eerie woodland path. So this should lead me to another Land Rover track at some point. I can get through these trees. Incredible area. Well, these are, there's still these way markers, and down there is the next set of forestry track. So I don't know whether this is just underused and they've just been allowed to overgrow, or whether they're putting this in new. But yeah, it's certainly fun. Sort of a bit of into the unknown there through the woods. I'm going to head down here now and pick up a track. And then I'm going to find my way up there, which is the summit of Rhobell Fawr. Finally made it. Oh, that was intense. Oh dear. So yeah, so I don't think that's been created yet. It looks like they're beginning to build it. So yeah, it's on there prematurely by the looks of things. So yeah, it should be a little easier going. I'm going to have to stop and have some lunch because I am knackered. That was tough going through there. Oh dear. Glad I had the sticks, and the boots held up well. Okay, and so I emerged from the woods. Now we're on the road. It's going to take me round to the north of Rhobell Fawr. Beautiful area. So I'm nearing the point now where I would have originally come out of the trees. So this is sort of the end of the detour. What an absolutely beautiful coombe I've just got into now. And you can see ahead some of the other peaks over to the east. This is absolutely stunning. What a gorgeous river. I think it's just past the junction for this road where I'll start heading up. So as you see there, I just left the road behind, and I'm going to head up here, and it's pretty much pathless now, little bits here and there, and onto the summit, which is around 3 miles this way. So let's get cracking. So the peak directly ahead is Abruptly Big, and I'm not going to be going up that one, so we're going to skirt the left hand side of that. Finally made it to the first summit. I didn't film a lot through there because it was really boggy and just a bit of a nightmare, but look at that. So maybe that over there is the true summit. But yeah, what a distance we've covered this morning. Oh, and there's the whole view of the Rhinogs. I think my route now is to get across this and then straight up onto Rhobell Fawr. This has not been easy. It's a bog down there. There's nothing in the way of paths really, and yeah, so I'm just sort of accepting it now. I'm just heading straight for it. It's finding the line of least resistance. That is the final assault on this mountain, and it's another one that's not been easy to get to. You can see going forward there's just no path. There's another sort of marshy, boggy area to get through, and should be plain sailing then. So I'm just heading for ridges and just hoping one of them continues to the top. But it's up there. Well, thankfully no barbed wire, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Nice high step over the fence. Easy. Right then, time to get up there. So on the final push up now, it's along the wall at about 50 metres of ascent. And I should be able to see the summit when we go over this rise. Well, I consider trig. That is a welcome relief. Just the other side of the wall there. Now, so I'm gonna have a long rest up here, taking these views, and just contemplate the amount of effort. Obviously on video it's compressed into however long the video is, but yeah, the sheer effort involved in this one. There we go, that should be a better view of it. See them all in the line. You're right from, I can't remember the lake's name, Transfinian or something, and then right along the ridge, the Dipperwith on the end, where we were a few weeks ago. So it's kind of windy up here. I'm going to dip behind a mound there and take this in and have some food. That was epic. As you can see, it's flat up here. Yeah, time to get some clothes on because it's quite cold. Well, one peak I didn't mention, it's quite a major peak, is Cadair Idris over there, which is probably South Snowdonia's most popular peak, and one of the Welsh Three Peaks as well. Yeah, the views are absolutely stunning. I know there's some routes coming from up that side which are a lot quicker and a lot easier than the one I did. So we go from Carr to the summit. This one was, when it comes up on here, so 10.7 is where we're at currently. On the summit of Rhobell Fawr, and it's 734 metres in height, nearly 11 miles just to get to the summit, and I think back it's probably only going to be about 3. That's with no detours though. I'm somewhere down in the valley there below the sort of pointy lower peak, somewhere down there, so straight down to that, but I've got to head off the end of this ridge and pick up a track. So I'm going to enjoy myself up here for a bit longer and plot my route down. Okay, so should be quite easy on the way down, just following this wall until we get to a bit of a Land Rover track, and then we can turn right and that heads straight for a road. And I think it's mainly roads then to get back, with a couple of diversions through the forest just to cut corners. if they're there. Okay, so I've just come off the ridge and now heading along this track for quite a way. It's certainly going to seem like that. I think it zigzags around. So, yeah, we'll get on with this route march until the next point. But yeah, views all around still absolutely beautiful. So we've now got views of the summit of Rhobell Fawr up there. It was extremely windy up there. It's lovely down here. There's like a lot of forestry work going on here. There's the lower track I could have taken. Okay, the footpath that goes through there isn't obvious either, so maybe it's another one which isn't there anymore. I'm just going to continue down here. It's just going to add a little bit onto it, and we can see the junction down there and turn left there basically, so not added too much on. I finally made it to the minor road. Take a right here over the bridges, and then the next cut off will be the last one before getting back to the car. So it'd be nice to get there, get some comfy shoes on. I think these are starting to wear in actually. They're not hurting anywhere near as much as early doors. So maybe it's done its job, despite it hurting quite a bit earlier. Unless my feet have just lost all any sort of nerve endings are all shattered, so I can't feel anything. Anything to post? So yeah, I'm within a mile, only a mile. But yeah, it's really hot down here. I don't know what to jump on, to be honest. What a beautiful, it'd be nice to drive around actually. Really, really nice. I'm back in the Coed y Brenin forest. And short Land Rover tracks. So I decided not to take the road just because these were here. And it's a lot more straightforward sort of getting back. I haven't got to go through any undergrowth, or hopefully not. What a beautiful area. I know I keep saying it. Yeah, it's been absolutely lovely. Back alongside the Rhaeadr Mawddach, sorry, something like that. Forgot it. Forgot how to spell it, forgot how to say it. So yeah, not too far now from Downslade and my car, which I can't wait to put some trainers on. So yeah, boots well and truly broken in, but still a bit of damage on the way. Hi guys, right, so I'm back in the car. There were tarmac in the road when I got back to the car park, so in all the confusion I forgot to do sort of a wrap up of the video. But thanks for watching as always. Really tough, but a lot of fun and really wild as well. I didn't see a single person until I got back to the forest park. And she's out the window here, I'm in the lay-by, and there's the Rhinogs over that way. And there's a Rhaeadr Mawddach over there. The idea now is to go round to the bottom of the Watkins path and head up to the falls for a swim. But thanks for watching, and see you next time. Okay, and so second jaunt out of the day, going for a bit of a paddle. And it's about, I think, about a mile, I think, up to the falls there, the form of the nice falls. Have a bit of a dip in. I'm just going to be heading the walking path.